Verdict up front. This is a powerful, family-sized air fryer that actually delivers on crispiness. But it's big, a little loud, and definitely not meant for tiny kitchens. It's best for families, meal preppers, or anyone who cooks large batches and wants oven-level browning without waiting forever. After about 5 months of steady use, it's become my default for weeknight dinners and frozen food. It's not fancy, but it works hard. And most days, that's what matters. I didn't buy this because I needed 7 functions. I bought it because I was tired of my older air fryer barely crisping food unless I overcooked it. The 450 degrees Fahrenheit max temp caught my eye. Turns out, that part isn't marketing fluff. The first real test was chicken thighs on a random weeknight. 6 bone-in, skin-on pieces lightly oiled and seasoned. I set it to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, then cranked it higher toward the end. About 25 minutes later, the skin was actually crispy, like crackly restaurant-style crispy, without drying out the meat. That higher temp ceiling makes a noticeable difference. My old unit maxed out at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and always felt slightly underpowered. At a few nights later, I went full lazy mode and tested frozen mozzarella sticks and tater tots using the frozen function. It starts lower, then ramps up heat automatically. I assumed it was just a preset gimmick, but it genuinely worked. The tots were evenly browned and crispy outside, soft inside. The mozzarella didn't explode everywhere. I didn't have to preheat or babysit it. Just press and go. That's the kind of convenience I appreciate after a long day. Point one thing I learned quickly. Don't overcrowd the basket just because it's big. The 9-quart capacity is legit. You can cook a lot at once, but air still needs room to circulate. If you dump in an entire bag of food in one pile, the bottom layer won't crisp properly. Spread things out, and it performs beautifully. Reheating leftovers has probably been the biggest surprise. Pizza especially. Microwave ruins it. Oven takes too long. In this air fryer at around 360 degrees Fahrenheit, it's ready in about 4 to 5 minutes with crispy crust and melty cheese. The viewing window, which I originally thought was pointless, is actually handy here. I can check the browning without pulling the basket and losing heat. It's not revolutionary, but it's practical. That I also tried the dehydrate mode with apple slices just to see if it was real or just another box to tick on the feature list. It works, evenly dried slices after a few hours, but realistically, I'm not using this as a dedicated dehydrator. It's nice to have, but not the reason to buy it. Where this air fryer really earns its size is when cooking for a group. I made roasted potatoes and sausage for 5 adults in one go. No stacking, no second batch. Everything browned evenly. If you regularly cook for more than 2 people, that space is a game changer. If you don't, it might feel excessive. Now, the downside's that it's not quiet. The fan has a noticeable hum. It's not jet engine loud, but you'll hear it over casual conversation. It's also physically big. Measure your counter space before buying. This thing doesn't hide easily in a cabinet, and it's not featherlight either. The exterior gets warm during high-temp cooking. Not dangerously hot, but warm enough that you won't want it pressed tightly against walls. The touchscreen is mostly fine, but occasionally it takes a second tap to register. It's a small thing, but when your hands are slightly greasy, you notice it. For comparison, I've also used the Ninja 48-quart 2-basket air fryer. The Ninja wins if you want to cook 2 different foods at different times and temp simultaneously. That dual-zone setup is legitimately useful. But when it comes to raw heating power and crispiness, this Chefman actually feels stronger. If I don't need separate baskets, I prefer the simplicity and heat performance here. So, is it worth the money? If you can get in the mid-range price bracket, around what most large single-basket air fryers cost, yes, especially for families or heavy users. It performs consistently, cooks fast, and actually delivers crisp results without constant tweaking. If you live alone, have limited counter space, or rarely cook more than 1 serving at a time, this is probably overkill. For me, it's earned permanent counter space. I use it multiple times a week without thinking about it. And when an appliance becomes your go-to without drama, that's usually a good sign.